There's a top for this. Hey. I have to at least keep some of this package together. We still gotta review this bugger. Hopefully the next day or two. But anyways, for people coming in later or watching this afterwards, listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. Today we're just doing a little bit of cleaning, just chilling. So I gotta clean the office anyways. I figure, hey, I might as well record it. Maybe somebody wants to see stuff while I'm cleaning. Just chit chat, talk about giant monster things, maybe just things that are going on in life in general. I'm currently wearing bluey Christmas pants for my pajamas because I was like, we're just gonna be comfy. We're just gonna do stuff. I was thinking about working out commissions. That'll be tomorrow. Well, I gotta work at commissions today regardless, but I can do because my wife wants to go back to sleep for a little bit, so we're gonna do some cleaning, and then I can do my painting stuff while I'm upstairs. We'll do sculpty stuff tomorrow. Hey, Georgina. Hey, Matt. Oh, it's been a minute. How you doing? Hopefully well. Trying to figure out. Hopefully I can pay attention to the stream pretty well while doing this, because I got stuff like tomorrow I got to put some more things on eBay. I think I was going to sell this to a buddy, but it's kind of spiked up in price quite a bit, so I think I'm just going to put it on eBay. See how it goes. It didn't sell previously, though, so yeah, it's just been rough for me to get down here. And then it's just been kind of a rough couple weeks anyways. So I was just like, I'm just going to not worry about the channel for a minute and just kind of enjoy myself a little bit. I went and played like some Magic with some buddies. Haven't got to do that much, so I'm trying to get into that a little bit more. But it was like car died, like officially died. My poor PT. I've had that thing since 2005. Finally died. The engine block cracked in it. So the oil's going into the coolant. So that's cool. So that car's done. So I got quoted like I know the people, and it's still going to cost like $3,000 to have them swap the engine out for me because they had to get the engine from like Ohio or something stupid like that. And I was just like, car's only worth like $2 if it was running good. So I was like, yeah, whatever. We'll just call it a day on that. So we're gonna have to go look for a new car. Then the printer died, so that slowed things down quite a bit because I was hoping to make some more stuff for the Etsy, and that it's tanked currently. So that kind of had me in a slump. And then I haven't been feeling good either. So I was just like, I'm just gonna do some things that I like and try to catch up on a few things. That's why today I was like, we'll stream. I got some time. We'll do that, and then hopefully, like I said, get Arnaz over to actually do some filming. But hey, Acid. Hopefully, I don't randomly show you guys my address while I'm doing this stuff. Some of these things I got to pitch down here are boxes. Or I got to send them aside. Like, I got to put this thing up on eBay, which probably isn't going for much. I'm debating on keeping this one. It's the Toru McFarlane from My Hero Academia. That was like a Funimation exclusive. Because it's a statue. Girl statue. So it kind of goes with the theme, but it's just boots in a hand. And I'm trying to sell all the Figmas, so might not hang on to that one. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you don't have a 3D printer, like the Surefire, like the easiest way, and I tried doing it originally, and it works pretty well, is just using hot glue. You just use like clear straw hot glue. Does the trick pretty well. If you don't mind getting messy, you can just use UV resin and sculpt the beam and then do the resin over top of it. Or like thermoplastic is another way to do it. You heat up a bunch of thermoplastic and shape your beam out that way. You don't got a lot of time to mess with it, but it is a way to do it. Plus, thermoplastic's pretty cheap too, and you can actually get You can get a few beams out of it for $5. Yeah, and then the whole Pops kind of died recently, so yeah, they're just hard to get rid of. Like, even though Funko Pops I have, it's just like I got one that's autographed, so I kind of dig that one, but the rest I'm like, I could probably like, I'd be okay not having, and they're just like pennies on the dollar at the moment. Yeah, it's another way too. Or you like so you just like air clay is another way to do it. Like I said, like the thermoplastic, as long as you're okay with using hot water, it'll feel like when you're done with it, it'll feel like a proper toy beam. And you just pretty much just heat it up. You make it the size, fit it in its mouth real quick to get the shape right, and then add a little bit of lines. Gets the job done. Like I said, hot glue works pretty well too. Also been debating on getting rid of this guy, although I really like him. We did it was one of my favorite ones to do reviews of was Hentai Common. So I've been debating on that one. His box is hanging out here. My extra Judy that I thought was one I needed, and I need Will. I don't have Will. So this one's actually bound for, I was planning on possibly doing a hammer video. Because I kind of want the bug so I could 3D scan it. Because I would like to make a big one. Possibly the little scanner thing would probably be cool one to scan. Like there's some neat things to scan in this one. Blarp not so much, but you could scan Blarp and use it as a base. But I thought it'd be fun. Because then like if you blew it up, it was still like function. So you just have to put like a big spring in the mouth. So that's where that was. I got an empty box. Garbage. The fudge are you? Oh, you're Ultraman. All right, you can go. Ultraman go in the box. Something that up the back of the box. I always forget to turn that damn thing down. There we go. Oh, actually, hold up. Might not have actually did what I wanted. There we go. Plus, from the last stream, there's still some stuff hanging down. I got actually, oh man, what do I have to send Russell back? I have to send Russell turtles, a hand, Kiryu. That box is too big. I was gonna put all the turtle stuff into all this commissiony stuff into a box so I don't lose everything. So I'll use that box, and then we'll just pitch everything else. I was thinking about reviewing these. Probably should. No, I probably should. Okay. I'm not putting everything back in the box. I gotta get everything here so I make sure I don't lose anything. Batman Ninja? Nope. Not too much Batman. Honestly, the best way for commissions is even if you just want something to like practice on, like Goodwill. Like go to Goodwill, you can sometimes find action figures there, or even like vintage toy shops usually have like a dump bin of random crap. Just getting stuff from there and just to tweak and finesse with. Just so you can work on like painting, adding things to it. Sometimes you can find some neat ones to do. Make sure there's nothing else important on here before I put this back in the box. So once it's back in the box, we're going to do the whole thing will be over, do the review, and then send this thing out. But I need everything out of the box so that I don't have to fiddle around with it when it is here. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like I said, like random dump bins, like vintage toy shops, just to get like cheap stuff that like you don't mind like drilling into. There are turtles up here. Turtles down here. Pretty sure I put Jet Jaguar all the way here. Okay. Don't need Jet Jaguar's box anymore. I do need... I was thinking about reviewing these, but I don't know. I think I'm going to put it back in the box for now. Let's work on that. You're probably Hammer video fodder. Which I don't think I have an extra box, so you'll just get it for now. Thanos. I'm actually pretty excited for the more of these. I like these ones quite a bit. Not super into Marvel figures, but I love the fighting games. Like my quintessential like Captain America, like Venom looks, like Spider-Man, all that jazz, are all from the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games. So these are so up my alley. Plus, if they do everybody from the line, I'll be able to get all my favorite characters like Rogue, Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine. I'll get like a solid Spider-Man. I'll get some characters I don't really care about like Thanos, but I do like that Thanos. So it's like a weird one where it's just, I'm down for it, but kind of like the Street Fighter ones where it's just like, I'm happy to be getting all of them, but I don't really need all of them. Like, there's only a couple I don't like. Dulcine, I was never that really like. They're on the bottom. They have like Dulcine and DJ. Those are like never really like. Whenever I was playing Street Fighter, I didn't really gravitate towards them. And Bison was my jam. I'm trying to remember how this said. I think it was like that. Anyone under? Yes. Excellent. Swords for Ultraman. So that's your stuff back in, and we got Snappy Finger. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think yeah, the NECA is probably still your best bet for Jirus. I'm as excited. Or very annoyed at something. She likes to yell at my wife. And I mean yell. Although I think she's got a bit of a tummy ache today. She's been ornery. Okay, everybody's back in the box. These are ones, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do reviews of... Because one I probably, if I was going to do, I probably should have done it already. And usually the Marvel stuff doesn't do that well on the channel anyways. But more than likely, I'm probably going to be keeping it in the box anyways, because I do like the setup. I don't know where I'm putting it currently, because my current fighting shelf taking up a lot of space. I can't throw this away, thankfully, so that's cool. Because I know Andrew doesn't care about the boxes, so that can get pitched. Pitch them all through a box. Are your wings still attached? A little bit of cat hair on them, but they're not peeling. That's cool. Yeah, you kind of gotta be committed if you're doing the monster arts. Although, to be fair, you only really... You could just make the attachments to go on the 64 and not modify it. So you'll still be, like, you can still do it or you're not damaging the monster arts, but it kind of accentuates it and just make the frills. It's one of the ones I've been thinking about making for the Etsy. Is, I don't know about 64. My hope would be they would do, 60, was it 65? I'm trying to remember my years. No, 60 Sea Monster 66, right? You want to use like that one? Yeah, yeah, like for the channel we did, well, the one we did was we just used Warblood, and you just keep heating it up and just keep shaping it to sit around the Godzilla's neck and then just build it up. But I would definitely recommend Warblood if you want it to be removable. Okay, so that's all good. The other thing is I want to clean this off is because I've also been meaning to sell Mr. Guillermo del Toro here, and for some odd reason his book disappeared. I don't know where it went, and it hurts my feelings. Yeah, it's very like it's slightly different colored, technically. Like it's got the. I'm trying to remember how I painted it. It's been a minute. I know he had more yellow on the body. It's like the dorsal spines are technically a different color, and I think it had like some yellow on the head or something like that. So slightly different color, but like I said, it would give you the same effect. That is true. That is true. No, I have his box though. See, got the box. And his book was with him for fudging ever, but it was like I was looking for the box and I took him out in the where Jessica's stuff is, brought him back in, and it disappeared sometime in that time frame. So I'm like, hopefully the dog didn't eat it, because that would suck. Oh yeah, I forgot the lighter's supposed to be in the box. I have that. Okay, set that up there. We gotta put RoboCop back from the other stream. These guys gotta go back. This is the box of things I would like to sell, but haven't currently been very successful at it. Trying to remember how I had key posed. I had to keep them a little bit more constrained. I really want to move Kane to a top shelf. I've also been debating. They got the poster of RoboCop. I've seen it at Target recently, and I kind of want it. Kind of on a RoboCop kick. I played the game recently, and then the Hot Toys got me really excited for the Hot Toys Kane. And I'm just like, saw that. I was like, oh, I don't need it. Like I said, I'm trying to get rid of things. So it was like, if it's not in the movie, I don't need it. So. But I want it. It hurts a little bit. Hey, Mason. Maybe, like I said, I remember there was something on his head. Something with the paint. It was like they spray painted something. Because he definitely had the colors on the frills. Hey, that's what happens. Okay. So we don't need the box anymore for Grid Man. Everything goes in the Figma bag, which I think is what this one hanging out here. Yeah, we'll use this one anyways. Not too picky. I have a big bug on the ceiling. You're probably not like, I know you're talking about that thing, but you're not probably wrong. Because my basement is horrible with spiders. Spiders and giant centipedes. Like the house centipedes. I get some freaking big ones down here. Well, sometimes they make their way upstairs, and then you're like you're using the bathroom, and then you're just like, "Hey, how's it going?" This is giant centipede. Nice, let him do his thing. He ain't hurt nothing. If anything, he probably helps the house more than anything because he eats other bugs. Just don't go in the basement. My office is fine because I'm in here a lot. To my office is a different story. Well, that and like the crevices, like I gotta dust in here every so often. Otherwise, like cobwebs, like they'll start building up. But I did it not that long ago, so it's not that bad, except for like right there by the window. Alright, we freed a chair. What's in here? Stuff the Andrew's head that I never got the thing for to do that with. Freaking bugs, right? This guy has to go upstairs. I think you're Jurassic Park, so you gotta go out the actual office. That was to the lights that are... Thing doesn't work anyway, so I can go in the box. Alright, we made it to this side. Currently. Funny enough, the line that hurt my feelings the most currently, I want them to finish them so bad. But I don't think we're getting any more dinosaurs, sadly. Pokemon book. Your... Funny enough, I still like this figure, but some of these old Black Series figures, like... Sometimes the likeness just quite isn't there. It's not bad, but it's very cartoony, the way that they did the eyes on it. We got these, which I do at some point got to put the other box, but because we're planning on getting rid of Del Toro, I don't quite need that there. The Max is over here, so I don't know why that's there. This is also because of Del Toro. Sucks too because they did such a good job on these. With Baby and Earl. Like, I'm hoping that they continue with it. It's just one of those, like, it's not dead, it's just taking a while. But we've had like multiple Comic-Cons where they haven't shown a thing. You recently fell off your shelf. One of my favorite figures is the medieval Spawn that I put together. That's why I wanted them. Like, Dinosaurs is easily one of my favorite shows of all time. Growing up. Like, nowadays, there's definitely shows that I like a little better, for sure. But from my childhood, like, I loved that. Like, pretty much anything like Jim Henson, I was really into. And dinosaurs especially, because I was already into dinosaurs, so didn't really need to sell me much. It's a funny show. Plus, my mom liked watching it, so it was easy to be like, hey, you want to watch dinosaurs? Sure. Bust out the VHS. We still got to review you. Little Miss Ghost Glisa has just been hanging out on this chair forever, which I also got to get this chair out of this office. You're supposed to be in the silly box. You're supposed to be in the silly box. You are for Glisa, so you can go on the table. Working on, I gotta put these guys up eventually. If anybody's interested, you can message me on the Instagram, my Instagram, if you would like to talk about purchasing them, because I got a couple of Ultrax I've been meaning to get rid of. Zero's one of them. Because I have multiple versions. The ones I have a 1/6 scale Zero that I really like, and Belial, so I don't really need all the random guys. Like I said, I'm trying to cut down some chafe. Also, if anybody needs a Nemesis Prime, because the box came apart. It's random Funko Pops that aren't ever selling, and I really just need to go hammer time one of these days. Casey's a little lighter guy. Still have the box for these. I say, remember sending these? Was it? Oh, actually, this is was it Russell that sent me these? They were sweet. I'm trying to remember where they're at. To be fair, I feel bad right now. They're not, because I have like a box of just like random cheap figures that just like I use for things once in a while. I was trying to think, I'm like, did they end up in there? I don't think so. But we got this chair that's got to move. Stick that over here for now so I can kind of weed my way over without impeding progress much. You are supposed to be with that, which is supposed to be under there. I'm disappearing now. I have to move you guys a little bit. Start freaking out. Yeah, well, funny enough, I don't remember. Can't say I don't think I've really had too many, like, anybody bigger really on my stream. Which is kind of funny because, like, how much subscribers we have in comparison to views, I think is a bit skewed. But that being said, we do a lot of different stuff. As you see me just moving around the room, you see we've gone from, like, Power Rangers, Turtles, Gargoyles, Spawn, Star Wars into starting to get into anime. That's probably the biggest problem I have is just we do so much stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever get that lucky for Mr. Beast to join our chat. It'd be cool if you did. Only because I like monies. So, probably shouldn't join my stream. Because that'd be the only reason I'd ever want him to really join. I'd just be like, oh, it'd be cool to work with a guy. I'm like, no, I just want him to give me some money. That's all I need. It'd be cool. Don't get me wrong. I like money. I could definitely use it. But, especially talking about the car dying. Okay, so we're here. This bottom section here has like a lot of my accessories that are boxed up. So a lot of like the figure arts, extra things are down here. I'm trying to remember why Batman stuff's down here. He's in the thing. He's one of the ones I don't think I worried about selling. It's one of I have like a box of just random parts for things that I bought that I don't really care that much about, but I needed for reasons. This is one of them because I bought him on clearance. So unless for some odd reason he jumps up in price, I have the parts, but they're just all kind of in one box that I keep under here. Hey, Mr. Metal. Well, glad you stuck around with us for so long. I think it's like I said, the one positive thing we got going is we do a lot of different stuff because if I like it, it's something that we talk about on the channel. Or if Arnez likes it, we talk about it on the channel. And I think, like I said, a lot of like people like my age are kind of like probably were somewhat into the same things growing up. Maybe not to the extremes that we have been, but Some other ones I've been debating on getting rid of. I keep hopping back and forth, but I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet because I always like pull them out. I'm like, am I gonna sell them? I don't know. And I'm like, but I really like them, and I feel like I need some kind of representation. Or I still have a figure arts Piccolo and Cooler. Piccolo's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. Cooler's my favorite villain. So I have, like, I always say the best versions of them. And I keep hopping back and forth because I was like, if I got rid of them, it's not. The problem is, like, if I get rid of them, they don't save me that much space. But I feel weird because I don't have anybody else either. At least with, like, the Dragon Ball gals are all from a line, so I don't mind them. So I like having them. Then I just waifus, you know. So they're great. But with the cost of the way figures are currently, plus everything else going on, I'm just like, yeah, maybe I just don't need them nearly as much as I really think I do. Well, like I said, I need to condense some space anyways. Right? Yeah, I can definitely feel that sentiment. It's kind of like we get a lot of people that complain that we don't do as much of the skip videos, and then, but the problem is, like, I do skip videos, and then nobody watches them, right? No, I say, like, I enjoyed filming them. Are they objectively good? Eh. But I enjoyed filming them, and it would be, like I say, you for how much I liked them, it would be nice to see that kind of, like, translation with the views, but it doesn't happen like that. And then because maybe, like, the topic just is off-putting or something, and it just doesn't get checked out. This chair's okay. It was something where, like, I was at Walmart on clearance, so there was, like, a few of them, so I just bought them. So I have this exact same pink chair upstairs, and it's pretty solid. But if you sit for so long in it, your butt will start to fall asleep. I thought I put Star Wars stuff in a box. I'm gonna stick them here for now. Girl, we talked about. Go bye-bye. You, I gotta put up for sale because you were an extra one I accidentally bought. Which was Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan series. I still need to open this. But I was planning on doing a Destroying the Value video. Kind of talking about, like, going over my love of those things. It's something, like, you don't see every day, and I just think they're cool. Like, I used to play the game, like, super hardcore back in the day. And I still have all my old ones. What's that stuff? I found a hand. It's a Power Ranger hand. Power Ranger bag's over there, though. I remember seeing it. This stuff's... I've been meaning to take upstairs. Jessica got all my comics out, so I probably should just take them upstairs. Know anybody that needs an 8-pack of Pokemon? I like it because I like most of the Pokemon that are in here. Because I started collecting these when I was buying the figure arts, and then I sold them all, and I just randomly have that hanging out here. Dragon Ball Rangers. All right. Let's put stuff here. Yeah, some of the accessories, I just have, like, bags of stuff down here. Godzilla comics. Random Spawn Ostrich Dude. You I need, but for different reasons. Hey, dude. Oh, watching on a road trip? Sweet. It's been a minute since I got to go do anything. This one. I don't know. Oh, hey, let me get rid of this thing. Since I got Jason Voorhees parts, let's put the other Jason Voorhees parts in there. But yeah, doing solid. So I'll probably stream for like, it's been about an hour or so. So I gotta make sure I get a head and a piece painted for Kiryu before I go to bed. Because I gotta take them with me tomorrow that I will ship out while I'm at work. That's funny. So I guess I could put these up for sale. So I sold these a little bit ago, which is the Green Lantern versus Predator 2-pack. I didn't know where all the stuff went. I just found it. I made quite a bit on them. Kind of annoyed I have all the parts there though. Oh, the GMK? Yeah. I'm excited to see. I still haven't gotten any of the Heisei ones because they keep typical Hayao. They keep announcing something I'd rather have. So it's like I would like to get the GMK, but they announced an Atomic one already. So it's just like I'd rather have that one because I have the regular Monster Art. So it'd be cool to have the High Atomic because it gives me at least a reason to have it. Because what is going to happen is I'm going to buy the regular version and still probably sell it anyways. Because for me, it's not really worth it. And I like from what I see from the images, it's not going to replace the Monster Arts one for me. It's nice that it's cheaper. But that being said, I'm not going to like go through and try to sell all my Monster Arts. Just to hopefully higher releases everything that I have in that, and that's still like time and investment that I already have like almost like all the Heisei monsters you could ever want. Oh, the Alien Earth figures? Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'm excited for the Predator figures, the ones from Badlands that they should announce. Those look sweet. Well, the problem is I didn't buy it. Like I keep canceling orders because it was like they just announced the 2002 Atomic, so I'm just like, guess I'm canceling the 2002 and I'll just wait for the Beam one. And to me, it's such a bad business model to be announcing like all these figures and giving me options to which ones I want to buy and don't buy. Like they should be forcing me to buy the regular one and then be like, couple months after I've had the thing, hey, we're gonna make an Atomic version, and then make me worry about trying to sell in the aftermarket or whatever because they already got their cut. I don't want to say screws over the person buying it, but still, like business model wise, that makes more sense to me than just being like, okay, well, we haven't even like remotely got close to releasing the regular version. Let's put more versions of that up for pre-order. And then at an inflated price now because of all the tariff situations. Yeah, it's just like, and like every single one of them, I would just rather have the Atomic. Like King Ghidorah. I really want to see how that Heisei Ghidorah is for myself. Problem is, the battle damage one's cooler. So that's the one I'm waiting for. Well, that too. Like, yeah, I was gonna say, it's one of those. Like, I like it and I don't because if they were just like pumping them out one after the other, like that gets expensive quick. You're putting like $50 plus, like, well, actually now it's like $70 plus into a figure every release on like a monthly basis. Could be getting rough, especially if you're like, for someone like me that gets like multiple things throughout the month. Usually it piles up really quick. So I don't hate it, but I wish they would almost calm down on the announcements, because they got so many that are announced that aren't even like close to coming out. And then it was just like, we get like the 2002 Atomic one, and then it was like, well, what happened to all the ones that were from the con? Like, those aren't even up for reorder yet, and you're already showing me some other stuff that wasn't even a part of that. Like, this is new. Where's the thing that you showed me? So like I said, I don't understand the distribution model at all. I like the figures, but which also kind of sucks for me as a creator, because I would like to buy all of them because views and money, but because like I don't make that much money off of these videos, and trying to get off of them is also would be hard. It makes it tough for me to be like, okay, well, I'll get this, like this, and this, and oh, wait a minute. Or like now I like, because I'm waiting for stuff, it hurts like any sponsors I have. Like, I can tell you guys like, hey, something's up for pre-order, but it's so much easier for me to like have the figure in hand, be like, hey, go buy this for Calcus, whatever, than just like putting some pictures on the site and trying to do it. Like, I'll get like a couple of sales here and there, but you get way more sales. Problem is I just don't want to buy all of them. They were sending me them. Different story, but still. Well, okay, so the figures are overpriced, but you gotta figure that you gotta account for like they're coming from China, for starters, and the shipping price is included in that price. So that price is like with shipping, and if you're buying it straight from Haya, they're more money, because it's like the figures like retail like Big Bad Entertainment Earth price, but they charge you like 30 plus to ship the thing. So it accounts for that. It bumps it over the price of Calcus. Plus Calcus, with like us, you get 6% off. I think even if you just go on the site, you got like 5% off. They have like a code on the site to be able to get 5. Like, use any affiliate link, you save 6%. So like I said, I always try to preface that the prices seem high, but they're not really high. It's just like the shipping's included in that price, and you get it like infinitely sooner than Big Bad. So like, they're a way better option than buying it straight from Haya or any similar kind of site. Like, trying to import it, they're far and above the best place I would say to get from. At least from my personal experience, I haven't had an issue with them. They've been really good about sending us stuff. I bought stuff from on their site before, hadn't had problems getting it in. So, like I said, I've had really good luck with them. But like I said, if you don't really care about the speed, then yeah, there's pretty much a lot of other options. Like, if you want to help support us, you can always pre-order them on Entertainment Earth. It's a good way to get them stateside. Or, like I said, Big Bad, you get the pile loot. Amazon's probably, I'd say, the worst place to get them on, because they randomly get canceled a lot of the time. But again, I haven't, like, personally, I haven't had problems like Big Bad or Entertainment Earth doing it through there. Like I said, I got the Entertainment Earth link down below if people want to help out. Usually I recommend, though, like, kind of, it's a weird one to do through Entertainment Earth because you don't get the free shipping Well, at least you used to. Now you can't. Now you can because they bumped up the prices. So. Yeah, I was gonna say the problem with oh, I got a big old empty spot here. I need to utilize that a little better. Oh yeah, this crap's got to go back in there. What's you? Oh, are you my Ultraman box? Right? Maybe. Yes, you're Ultraman. So Gridman parts go in this box. I have like a tackle box of just like accessories. There's a few. This one's like Ultraman and like the Ling Ji-hoon Pacific Rim figures and stuff. I put their parts in here. Monster Arts is its own green box. This is just bringing a box of generic things. They hang out with the baggies of parts. Which at some point I gotta make a little better of a system. Works good for now. Yeah, I got a few. I also got this big ass one. The only problem I currently have is like it's blocking my bottom shelf that I don't like, so I need to move these things around a little bit. But I gotta condense them a little better because some of those actually can fit in that box, and then I can slide it in. Which I guess since we're sitting here, I probably should just try that. I think those ones fit inside there. And like my box of like really old Evangelion figure parts. Why are you here? Like this random I think that's the ET field, or is that the Gundam? I think that's my Gundam one. Yeah, that's the ring. It's supposed to be around you. Little Poppy. Casey loved that thing when she was like a baby. Yeah, for me, if I need more things, I honestly kind of want stuff like this, where I can properly. I was looking for you. Cool beans. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, because like this one, yeah, you could fit them everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna get that one back out. Let's see if I can fit all this crap. At least I think they fit here. Oh, they do. Cool. Sadly, I won't be able to fit all of them in here. A couple of these don't have anything in them at the moment. So that works just fine. Oh yeah, that's okay. So what's the small one for? I guess I can put that one in here. It's a little dusty, but ugh. You can fit a lot in here. It's got all my like the Godzilla vehicles and stuff are kind of hanging out in here. Oh, that's a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider. Not sure why you're in there, but. Oh, for Godzilla comics. Living box. Okay, Monster Arts one is the important one. So I would like that to stay out. I do it that way? Okay. Might have to get down and dirty. Oh, if you, weirdly enough, if you're afraid to show your showing face, like you're just like embarrassed or you get like stage fright. One of the best things I could suggest is just doing it anyways. Because I'll be honest, I'm a pretty quiet person and quiet individual. Like if you meet me in person, unless I know you, I don't really talk too much. Like once I know like we got some things in common and what have you, I get a little bit more chatty. But for the most part, like I said, I kind of keep to myself. I think a lot of that too is just growing up. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that I really like was was generally shunned. Like it was not cool to like anime, like Godzilla, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was out there. Like okay, once you hit like high school, not nearly as sweet anymore, right? Well, that's a little better. Got some anime things I gotta clean up over here, but that ain't too bad now. That's within the realm of reason. Can't talk today. Also, now that we move things, Star Wars figures are wanting to fall all over the place. Boba Fett can't contain himself. Hey, weren't you riding? Oh no, never mind. Someone else is on that. Why do I have a flamethrower? Don't mind me just playing with things. Oh, that's weird. Well, I was gonna say you can always do like the VTuber style stuff. Like we have, like if I'm not doing the phone streams, like today, like I said, today's a lazy stream, so I just have the phone set up. We have the little Dilophosaurus dude spitter. Usually bouncing around at the bottom corner. You can always do something like that, just so you get like some engagement, like something that representing you and kind of talking while you're doing the thing. That is true. Like growing up, like of course, like if you're a movie buff, like 54 was like the quintessential, like that's the good one, and then there was everything else. But like I said, liking it, it was like dinosaurs was okay, Godzilla was weird. Then middle school, just liking that stuff in general was, if it wasn't Pokemon or like something like music related or more mainstreamy, it was kind of frowned upon. Like you were the nerd, and then of course the anime. And even high school, like I was like pretty much relegated to like the nerd crowd for the most part. Great, I was pretty friendly with everybody in high school. Like no, I can't say I really had too many problems, but like I said, I mainly hung out with the more nerdy crowd because again, more so with anime than anything. But like Star Wars helped out. I was more popular with the teachers because our school had a lot of younger teachers, so like they would do like Star Wars trivia stuff, or like I had one teacher that was like really into Godzilla, so we would talk chit chat a lot. Like I would come into class and he would have like random questions that he would try to stump me on. He was cool. I liked him a lot. Okay, well this corner looks a little bit more reasonable now. This is also like one of those corners I've been like debating more what to get rid of. There's a few things like I have up on eBay that just haven't sold and they're just kind of like hanging out on the shelf. But a lot of it I still like. Like I still say like the Cthulhu Chan one is a pretty underrated statue. I like the Gundams. I still gotta work on more of them. Eventually I want to panel line them all and what have you. And well, to be fair, ever since Legendary came out, it's been more mainstream. Like Legendary was like the push it needed. Because Legendary got more people, like I think like most mainstream, like most general audience into it. And then same with kids, it got kids going into wanting to watch the older stuff. Which is great and all. And then after that, then like Shin Godzilla came out, that bumped everything up. That got people way more into it. -1 for sure. Especially doesn't helps with the Oscar thing. But Legendary is like when you've seen a dramatic shift. Like even in views, because that's when we started YouTube, was with Legendary. Because I got the Bandai stuff early. Me and Arnez were talking about maybe doing videos on YouTube just for giggles, like something to do. And then we said screw it, and we started with those. And then that stuff did really well, and then translated into some of the older stuff. That did well. The alien stuff did really well. Also, I might get back into maybe doing some more Alien Predator stuff because of all the new things coming out. Well, like I said, a lot of that was like the general nudge and the making it way like even more of a household name than it was, for sure. Which is cool. Like I said, now we get way more stuff, which also kind of like I almost kind of missed the days when Godzilla stuff was more of like you had to hunt for it instead of it just being everywhere now. Like it's so weird seeing Godzilla stuff just on the shelf at like a Walmart or a Target. When it was like back in the day, it was like random Japanese like Japanese collectible shops, the occasional vintage toy store, or you had to like be like importing it and stuff. We did quite a bit. We have like the super unimportant collections we have up on here. I think almost all the monster arts are up on here for sure. Like I think almost all the Godzilla content's pretty much up on here. I'd be putting up like all the other stuff. I think all the Pacific Rim stuff's pretty much here too. I don't know about the Alien Predator stuff. That might be something that the bugger knows about. Yeah, it was like Toys R Us was like pretty much one of the only places, and then it was like Bandai Creations. The only other time I would say before Legendary it was easy to find Godzilla stuff was like when the Treadmaster toys were more of a thing, and even then, it was I would say fairly limited at best. Like around here, we had a comic book shop that would get the Bandais in from Japan, so I would get some of those periodically. And then the Treadmaster toys. But yeah, so that's a good den over here. Got room to move the chair again, so Arnez has somewhere to sit. Still gotta get the table cleaned off. Yeah, yank you out. We still never did do these guys. Still just hanging out here. Mainly just got them for giggles. It's the Christmas episode turtles. Just reuses of the Mutagen Tour ones, which I love the Mutagen Tour figures. Those ones are sweet. I haven't had a good place to stick that one yet. Leaving you guys. You'll notice the light's kind of focused from that way because that's where I put the studio lighting, so it wasn't... We got some lights, but it wasn't blatantly in my face. Well, I'm glad you guys came along for the ride. Super stoked I found Jack stuff. So, we could sell Jack. It's the whole reason I haven't put the Ultra-X up, because I'm like, oh, but I don't want to keep Jack. I can't sell Jack without parts. Oh man, growing up, I just watched movies because my we talked about something a little bit on the channel, but like my brother was severely handicapped from a car accident, so he was stuck in a wheelchair, and was also like he had a trach system he had to be hooked to like 24/7. So we didn't really get out a lot. So my mom every Tuesday would buy like whatever new releases were out. So we were jokingly known as Blockbuster. So I didn't really watch normal TV a lot. I watched a lot of movies. And we were like Blockbuster regulars. So it was like I was either playing video games, watching a movie, and then like cartoon shows here and there. And then like Toonami was like the big shift of like watching more legit TV. Outside of like grandparent, like Saturday morning cartoons and whatnot. We'll watch like I said, we'd watch a ton of movies. So even like a lot of like bad movies I really enjoyed as a kid. Like Space Invaders was a big one for me. Like of course the Alien Predator stuff. Like I said, I don't know if I was there a lot. I watched like RoboCop and stuff, but even like when I got older, my mom would get picky about certain things. Like Dogma was one I had to like. She was like adamant like not letting me watch. And it's like no worse than like half the stuff I was watching growing up. I will say that original 2014 Godzilla trailer was epic. It's probably still one of my favorite trailers. I watch that one so much. Where it has like the why can't I think? Wasn't it Oppenheimer talking? Where he's like talking about like Death Destroyer of Worlds, and like you see the aftermath, and you get like the smoke, like Godzilla and the smoke and everything. It's a beautiful trailer. So good. Like those are like the kind of trailers I love, where like it's like just enough to get you hyped, but doesn't spoil a damn thing. Like those are the best. Like that trailer, I like some of the trailers I remember fondly a lot of. It's like gaming trailers is like Halo 3. The Halo 3 trailer is so good. The Gears of War one was good too. I like that one. 2014 Godzilla. I'm trying to think of like other trailers I've watched a ton of. I watched the Badland one a few times actually. The Final Wars is a weird one for like a starting one, especially to like fall in love with Godzilla. That's a weird one, at least for me. I like the movie, but I wouldn't say like if I saw that one first, I would. I guess it depends on your age, because when I saw 2004, it was 2004, so. I was already graduating high school when that came out. And we got it on DVD, and me and a buddy watched it. He was like, why the hell are we watching this? I'm like, guys, it's Godzilla. We're watching it. But he was great. Like we would watch a ton of movies at his house too. Watching like all these like random anime movies. It was a good time. Sadly, I can't because it's all upstairs. My office is 90s and anime. It's like growing up outside of Godzilla is my office. So the only thing I got down here is like Shin Godzilla hangs out down here forever. because I just use them so much in videos. Okay, well, we're gonna, I guess, stick you back under the table for now, and then I think we're gonna be probably calling the stream today. Because I'm sure my wife wants to try to take a nap, and I still have to go try to go paint something upstairs, but this was definitely a decent progress day. I'll probably try to do some more tomorrow, because like I said, I kind of want to put some stuff on eBay. Ooh, excuse me. A few things. I guess we could put you up real quick. Yeah, like I said, it's not bad. It's just like, I wouldn't even say corny. It's a bit campy. I think campy is the word. But campy, I know some people use it as a negative. I lean more towards the positive. Because usually when I reference something as campy, it's more like, I don't want to say cute, but it's kind of its own thing. Geiger! Sadly, no Geiger. I have Anger's down here. Anger's still hanging out. Oh, it's better. Stay on top of your box. That's where you live. Please don't fall down. Hurt my feelings. Oh, did that break? Really? Scorch Daily. Neko, why? Why? Oh, that did break. That's annoying. Thankfully, it's an easy fix, but annoying. What is it like? Because the way it looked, I was like, oh, his tail's kind of weird, so I'm gonna adjust, and it just right out. Well, I guess you're not going back on the shelf. Working on you tomorrow, because we're gonna have to insert a drill into your anus. Also, where's your gun? Here's your gun, Mr. Dutch here. Gorilla Glue's solid. I like Loctite is my usual go-to. Crazy Glue's been not bad. I've tried that recently, and it's the only problem is it's really runny, so you gotta be careful with it. My only issue with Gorilla Glue is it's thick. It's strong, but it applies really thickly, so I tend to not use it as much. And then, like, the negative with Loctite is it's really hard. So sometimes if you have like access on the Loctite, it sometimes can be a little brittle, so it sometimes breaks a little easier than some of the other glues. But the cure time is really nice on it. So it's like that, you spritz, instantly done. Like the majority of my commissions, I use Loctite because it's also just really good at like working as a sealer. April, why are you hanging out down here? You're supposed to be over here with the turtles. The Turtle Rangers. I feel like that's one of those ones that Casey took her. Did something with. Shindragged April. Could be. He's probably hanging out somewhere around here. Oh, I miss that little dog. It's kind of a sad day at work yesterday. I was working with a gal, and I guess she was having a rough day because they found out her cat had cancer, and she was debating on putting it down or not. And it was like literally the same thing with Shin. Oh, Shin Godzilla. Right. Yeah, I was just like, we're going to just stream on a depressing note. Now that we mentioned that. So she was going on about like what was going on. And I was like, well, that sounds exactly the same thing that happened with my dog, and kind of ran her through what happened there and gave her like, it's like the worst thing. It sucks because it's like one of those things like you love your animal, but like you don't want to see them go through that. And then just like the cost too and everything, it was just like, bro, I'll just let them go. But yeah. So I was already like thinking about that the other day, and then yeah, just yeah. Anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook, guys. I keep up the video channel doing it. Greatly would appreciate it. I might stream tomorrow, hopefully. Probably be working on commissions if I stream tomorrow. It's probably not gonna be the cleaning. Might do more cleaning. If you guys would like to see more stuff like this, I wouldn't mind just like chit-chatting and just randomly working on doing stuff. Because usually like when Casey's sleeping, I tend to try to do a little tidying up down here, especially after like I've worked on videos or done stuff, because it tends to become a hot mess. Yeah, no, it sucks. So she was having a rough day at work, and it was just like she was like, well, I don't know, and it was like, just from my experience, it's just better off. And then it was like, because they do the cremations and stuff now too, so like you can do that. I recommend if you like find a vet, make sure like the vet's going to be doing it right. But because it was going to be the same thing with her cat, where like the cat needs chemo, and then like the probability of survival is already really low, and the chemo, and then going through the chemo is rough too. And her cat had, well, I wouldn't say worse than Shin, because Shin was already like his liver was gone and stuff, but like the cat's like already got like issues with like the eye and the ears, like the big focal part of it, and it's going through everything else. So like, so you're gonna be kind of disfigured. I was like, I wouldn't want to put anything through that. I wouldn't want to get put through that. So, hey, Acid, I'll be honest, didn't know you left. It's been quick though. Oh, Roblox? I've never touched Roblox. I think I haven't really got to play too much games. The only thing I got to do recently that I've been really liking is I finally got to play some Magic again. And a lot of the people that I currently play with do a lot of like competitive Commander, so been slowly like picking up stuff for that. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of action figures buying either, because I've been kind of like spending some money on that instead of getting some figures. Like I canceled a couple of pre-orders I got. Entertainment Earth mentioned that I was gonna be getting some stuff in soon. I was like, yeah, I'll just wait, because if I see them in town, I'll pick them up. Like they're the Gundam figures, and our stores are really good about getting the Gundam figures. So I was like, I'll see them. I'll just pick them up here instead of having to pay extra shipping for it. And if I don't see like the new version of Wing Zero, it's not going to hurt my feelings as long as I can get the Epion. Oh yeah, like I don't really say digitally. I don't really spend much money. Like Magic Arena a little bit, but it's more like I'm paying for to play like the tournament, like the, if I do spend money, it's usually to play like draft or like do like the more competitive stuff on there. Like I'm usually not like just spending money just to spend money. Kind of like gambling, I guess, best way to say it. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing cards with people, so I've been just kind of getting back into doing that. I actually ordered a custom card for giggles, which I was looking for my phone. You're right there. But one of the commanders I've been playing is Tifa from Final Fantasy, and majority of you guys probably don't know unless you play Magic. But but the people I play with kind of joke that she's very like One Punch Saitama from One Punch Man. So as a joke, I'm getting a custom card made that I found one of the a manga panel that I really like, and so I'm getting a custom card of that. But it's going to be the Tifa commander, but the Tifa card, but it's just going to be with Saitama's picture on it instead of the Tifa. Oh yeah, the Spider-Man stuff. If I was debating on grabbing them. I'm not honestly that excited for the Spider-Man set. Like nothing they've announced card wise has me that pumped to be picking up things. Because again, I mainly play Commander, so it's like the Anti-Venom is probably the only one I was thinking about grabbing. Like there's the Anti-Venom figure that comes with the card, and then I think the I can't think of which one it is. It's like the Iron Spider, but it's um oh, what's his girlfriend's name? Why can't I remember that? I feel so bad right now. I can't remember that. Mary Jane? It's like Mary Jane as Spider-Man. I think those as like the Iron Spider. I think those two cards are like playable in their own rights. I don't know how competitively the Anti-Venom would be, but it was like it's different. Yeah, Mary Jane. Yeah, it's Mary Jane Watson, right? So those are tempting, and then also because they're like tied to an action figure stuff, like monetarily they might be worth grabbing because if anything's going to be expensive, those are probably going to be the ones. Outside of like, of course, the collector booster things. So I've been debating, but then it's like I don't want to open them if I get them, so it's like, so I'm kind of at a rock and a hard place. So I just like, probably just gonna skip on them, but they'd be cool. Sadly enough, I'm almost more excited for the Avatar set, and I don't like Avatar. Like I've never, like I can't say I don't like Avatar. I just never been interested in watching it. But they've showed off a lot of cards that actually seem kind of cool, or just straight up really good. Like there's at least like what 2 cars that I would say are probably gonna see play in like competitive EDH more than likely. Especially the redirect lightning, I think is what it was called. That one for sure, because it's pretty much just like a 1 mana red counter spell thing, so with more flexibility. That'd be cool. We didn't see a lot of the Minecraft stuff around here. So I kind of wanted the Jack Black figure, just to have a Jack Black figure, but I never seen the good one. Anyways, I definitely got to get off here. So we already went through the spiel. If you guys would like to help support the channel, there's a few ways. There's the Patreon. There's the link for Entertainment Earth down there. If you're buying your state type figures, we got the link for Calcus for your Haya figures. They got the Ling Jihoon Pacific Rim figures. Joy Toys, like the Warhammer stuff's on there too. That all seems pretty sweet. So there's options if you're already buying stuff. If you want to help support the channel that way, the Patreon. We have a Discord attached to our Patreon. You get your name put at the end of the videos. Probably should do a little more of that. I gotta sometime I need to sit down and like figure out the memberships and what have you, figure out what to do with that. Maybe go that way, but we'll see. Like I said, we've been kind of like winding down a little bit on the. I'm not saying like we're canceling the channel, but just like posting videos whenever I got time. So we're not like as dedicated as we like once were, but I still want to get videos on the regular around here. So those are good options, especially if you'd like to see me do more. Really good way of doing it. Incentivize. And we also got the Etsy. If you guys like to get custom figures or commissions done, another good way to get a hold of me for that stuff. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.